Hi, I'm Grace Rivera. In this video, I'm going to talk about of the temporal contiguity principle. Temporal contiguity principle. Myers' principle of temporal contiguity states that people learn best when visual and auditory stimuli occur simultaneously rather than one after another. Temporal continuity refers to the simultaneous presentation of related words and images, instead of a staggered presentation. When information is presented together, learners can process it as a coherent unit, making connections and understanding concepts more effectively. For frontline workers, who often require the immediate application and knowledge on the job, temporal contiguity in multimedia learning can accelerate the transition from theory to practice. Cognitive bias of the temporal contiguity principle. Dual process channels, visual, spatial, and auditory verbal. Dual processing theory states that the mind works with two related independent systems. When the verbal explanation arrives at the same time as the image, each channel processes a portion of the information, and working memory can integrate them into the single mental model. If there is a delay, one of the channels becomes inactive or overloaded while waiting for the missing information. Limited working memory capacity. Working memory can only hold small fragments in information for a few seconds. If the verbal explanation arrives late, the student must work hard to keep the previous image or idea in mind. This additional burden consumes cognitive resources that should be dedicated to the comprehension. Integration of information into single mental model. Mindful learning depends on the ability to link disparate elements into a coherent structure. Temporal simultaneity allows the brain to establish immediate associations between words and images, exploring the nature neural connections necessary to form lasting representations. Reductions of strict cognitive load. Temporal contiguity avoids unnecessary effort, such as recalling the image while waiting for the explanation, or searching for the corresponding verbal component. By eliminating this external load, the brain can concentrate on deep processing, inferring, explaining, connecting, and relating. Joint attention and perceptual coherence. When stimuli are presented simultaneously, attention is naturally directed toward the relationship between them. The cognitive system interprets both as parts of the same event if they arrive at separate times. Perceptual coherence breaks down, and the learner perceives the stimuli as dependent units. Automation as association process. Simultaneity helps the brain automate the association between elements. Over time, this reduces the cognitive effort required to understand similar materials and accelerates the acquisition of new knowledge. The last, we have consistence with schema theory. Students integrate new information within existing schemas. Temporal contiguity facilitates this integration because ideas are present in a temporally connected manner, which helps the brain identify partners, relationships, and concepts hierarchies. The principle of temporal continuity is not as applicable when, for example, short segments of narrate bodies are alternate with short segments of animation uh, between 8 and 10 seconds per segment. Learning is still effective in this case because with such short intervals the viewer is able to retain the narrate information while watching the corresponding animation. When the concepts to be learning are controlled by viewer rather than by an instructor, that is, the viewer can see the plays but simulating new content, pausing when necessary, and or rewatching certain sections, etc. This principle, along with the principles of redundancy, further reinforce the fact that it is better to use visual slides, with minimal text and numerous images or animations, that visually complement our narrative explanation provided by the presenter. How to apply the principle of temporal continuity. Synchronize audio and video. Ensure that the narration, audio, or spoken takes place at the same time as the animation, image, or video it refers to. Visual cohesion. Display visuals and relay text on the same screen so that viewers don't need to refer to the other locations. Avoid dispersion. Don't separate explanatory text from the images or graphics it describes, as this forces the user to shift their attention between the two. Practical example. In a field keywords or the description should appear on the screen at the same time they are mentioned in the subtract. This helps students process information in a cohesive way. In this example, we show the application of the temporal continuity principle. The objective was to learn hello, hi, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Uh, in context, we have the greetings. The activity is the teacher projects an images or short video of two people greeting each other. At the same time, the text appears to the screen and the audio of the greeting plays. Concrete example. Showed an images of two people meeting in the morning. At the same time, the text "Good morning" appears as the audio "Good morning" plays. Show an image of children arrived at class. Simultaneously, "Hello" appears and its audio plays. Next, show an afternoon scene in a park. The text and audio appear together. Good afternoon. Justification. The simulation's presentation of image, text, and audio creates direct associations between simulated meaning and pronunciation, reducing the memory loss and facilitating the retention of the grade. Thank you.